Good morning, how's it going? It's Keen again. Today I just want to have kind of a short video where I sort of just talk about Wiper Deck. I'm going to pick like a replay or two and sort of like, not necessarily VOD review or go over it, but more just, talking about Wiper Deca because it's pretty much my favorite weapon that's been added into the season, being Sizzle season. I think this game was actually like one of the first ones I actually played with it, like period, in ranked, because I went through this one before I started recording this, and the win post was from like level like 20 in the catalog, so it was like super early on. But I'll kind of point out like little things with Viper that I think like are important with Viper Deco, because I think the general thing I like to talk about in regards to like normal Viper compared to Viper Deco is that losing Torpedo and having a slow kill weapon makes you worse at killing. So I think with Viper Deco, it's especially important to sort of understand how to do stuff like using verticals and spacing yourself and abusing stage geometry. And there'll be like bits and pieces of it here now and again. Sometimes you go for ballsy stuff like that that isn't necessarily good. I don't know why that guy zipped there, but I put a beacon on their landing because it's funny and silly. And also this missile was really bad. I should have died, but I didn't, so that's fun. Yeah, it's goofy. But I think a big thing with this weapon is, yeah, again, because it doesn't have a sub to like actually fight with, the same way Torpedo exists on the normal Viper, is that you really have to be good with like main weapon proficiency. For sure, for sure. So having 190 missile does help, create opportunities where you can like push further, even if not necessarily fight. Just, your existence can mean a lot with this weapon, especially with like beacon chaining, It feels like this thing gets a lot of value, even if you're not, doing like Tetra tier of gameplay of just like running in and fighting people. That jetpack saved my life. I'm pretty sure I would have died or traded to that, so that's cool. That first replay was really fast, so I'm gonna go to a second one. Alright, so I think this one's pretty quick too, but again, I'm just going to kind of make this a short video as I do want to upload more frequently because the day that I'm going to be putting this up will be busy at work. I have like 6 days of work in a row, and I'm pretty happy with that. The last video came out, the 10 video, in terms of like video quality on all of that, so I kind of am sort of using this to like, not test the waters, like I know how the videos look, but they definitely look a lot nicer in terms of like visual quality, since I have like swap editors, editing software. I edit my own videos, but I'm pretty happy with how it is. Undertow, open right, put Beakon there, missile, all that fun stuff. Again, abuser strafe with this thing, like, I'm not even doing it a ton in some of these like fights, but just the fact that you can, do a horizontal, and like there's like so little, and like you can immediately just like reposition and just do it. It's a really hard weapon to hit for a lot of weapons in this game, if you're actually like abusing your mobility and the fact you're lightweight, have great frame data, all of that stuff. I think there's actually a third replay. I'll have to look for it that I'll use as an example in this as well, because this one is like is a pretty short one. Here's a good use of vertical, yeah, like those. Really good hit Tetra on the end line with this weapon. If you can get them to like commit to 4 rolls, abusing the vertical is really good. Enemy comp is really baby gun, it can't really move us off of the snipe, so yeah, it's kind of what this game has evolved into. Again, good use of vertical. I'd say most uses of vertical are like, that last one is like abusing the range because horizontal doesn't reach them. Outside of that, I think you use vertical a lot to peek under ledges at people above you, and sometimes when you're above them to get like a stronger, 60 damage on someone underneath you. That's pretty neat. I have one more replay to go through today. I'll end up cutting to that. So as I mentioned in the last replay, I was talking about Viper vertical specifically and like abusing it at certain pieces of geometry. I think this replay has one moment in particular that comes to mind that sort of demonstrates that pretty well. I'm definitely going to be streaming this weapon a lot if you're curious to see more or whatever, just check out the Twitch, it's always in the description if you're curious. Yeah, I got kind of destroyed for peeking that, though honestly, it wasn't a good idea anyway, so there's that. In terms of gear build for Wiper Deco, right now I'm wearing Comeback with QR, but I am running 2 subs of Special Saver, so you can see like how quickly I build Missile even after like dying. The mix of Comeback together with like 2 subs of Saver. That's how to do a Booyah glitch where you kill people instantly even if they're full health after they throw the Booyah. You can still do that in the current patch with Wiper and Stamper. I used to be bad at it with Wiper, then I asked Omega about it, and he sort of said just delay it more, and I've been pretty good about it. Also, this is what I'm talking about with the verticals on this weapon, like, they're freaking good. Also, that was just honestly a crazy 180. Like, when I hit the end game, I, like, audibly, like, gasped. That was fun. And again, like, I died, but with the subs of Special Saver, combined with Comeback, like, I'm gonna be building it within the next, like, 5 seconds, like, look at those. Crazy, isn't it? And, you know, just go engage off the missile, you know, get the one person, they're sort of trapped together, touch her in the corner, all that fun stuff. 60 that person. I definitely could have used the vertical there, like I died, but if I did 2 horizontal then the vertical, I probably could have killed them without trading. But that's like a really minor, like, you know, finer way to, what's the word? Optimize, I guess? Yeah, that's probably the word. That's all fine and dandy. But again, like, I am playing with QR, it's not like I'm playing afraid and just farming the missile the whole game, because I do think people have sort of the misconception. I see some people running around with Viper Deco with, like, 2 minutes of charge up. You really don't need that. Like, if you're playing this thing and only missile potting and not abusing, like, the other perks of the main weapon I've talked about a little bit in this video and, like, demoed and, like, pointed out, I think it might be good to, like, be more willing to sort of, like, try and, get better with the main weapon as opposed to just using missile, because if you're, like, sort of only using missile, I don't know, like, you should probably be on weapons like Flingza, so yeah, that's kind of, you know, really short demo. Even like when I edit this down, it's probably gonna be like a 6 or 7 minute video or something, just looking at the recording time, but yeah, that's a little bit. Viper Deco is like one of my favorite weapons this season. Again, I'll stream it more on Twitch if you're curious about that. If you enjoyed this video, like me talking about weapons, you know, just sort of like this freeform, like casual style, whatever you want to call it, let me know. I read the comments, so I appreciate people who leave those. And yeah, I hope you have a great day. Subscribe if you haven't, I would appreciate it. Every time the sub count goes up, I'm like, damn, I should make more videos. So yeah, there's like a direct correlation on that, and if I'm not busy, then I'm going to be making more content. So yeah, that's all I got. I'll see you. Bye-bye. Bye, YouTube.